Hey, hey, welcome back, or welcome in. I'm going to do our group collective, our community collective new moon reading. So typically, our readings go something like this: general energy, the general energy, and then the general energy, the obstacle, the lesson, and the ally is how we typically do it. The general energy, what's going on, the obstacle, the lesson to learn, and who is our ally on the journey. And then sometimes I pull an oracle card of some kind as a fifth card. Our ally, our ally. It's too many. Okay. Okay. The energy, the general energy, is the death card. So the death card is about endings. It's about endings that are the end of something and the beginning of something else. It is change. It's transformation. We are going through a lot of transformation at this time. It is a metamorphosis. It's like the butterfly and the caterpillar becoming a butterfly, right? So this is a cocoon moment for the collective. It is the end of a cycle in more than one way. It is a time for meditation, for contemplation, to reconnect, to reevaluate this path that we're on. Make sure we're going in the right direction. Make sure that all this is worth it, right? That if we're going through all of this changes and all of this metamorphosis and all of this, that we're doing it for the right reasons, right? The obstacle, this cycle, is the Knight of Swords. So your obstacle is taming your ambitions, your drive to succeed. Let's see. In what way? Let me get a clarifier. Let me get a little bit deeper. We feel the need to defend our beliefs right now. I'm trying to find out why. In what way? Okay, so that we can create, so we can manifest, so we can step into our power with confidence, so we can have clarity, so that we can be creative and we can create. So, it's a warning here. Be careful not to reveal our desire to succeed, our ambitions, Maybe it's not always the smartest to defend our beliefs with others, right? Maybe we should be a little quieter about what our plans are, right? Because it seems to me the obstacle might be betrayal. It might be somebody tricking you into an argument to find out what you care about. And this is not going to be for everybody, but I feel like this is accurate for some of us. We feel like we're defending our honor, and we defend ourselves, and in the process we tell too much about what our actual plans are, what we care about, what desires we have going forward. And we might be giving away too much information in some cases, and that gives people that may want to betray us entirely too much information. Be careful of negative self-talk. Be careful of how much you tell people. Hi, Heather. I'm good, hon. How are you? It's good to see you. How have you been? So, optimism, time to recover, spending time taking care of yourself, and maybe being a little quieter about our desires going forward. Good. Good. I just did a ritual live in the group, so that's in there too if anybody wanted to follow along. All right. So the general energy is the end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. It's a death and a rebirth. It's a change, major change, in the way that we are in a manifestation phase where we're contemplating, where we are reevaluating, and we are reconnecting ourselves. And the obstacle this cycle is that maybe we are too ambitious. We're too action oriented. We're too into the doing and not enough into the being. It's right on the page in this group. If you just pop out of this video and scroll down, it's right on the community page. I just finished like not even 10 minutes ago. We want to watch out for negative self-talk. We want to watch out for not recovering and not regaining our footing before we start pushing to finish a project. We want to make sure we're not giving away too much information on our plans going forward, because there are people that want to stop us from succeeding. Our lesson to learn this month is, looks like it's, the lesson. What are we committing to? Prepare. And expand. The lesson is, okay. The lesson is, lean into your compassion, lean into creativity, lean into your intuition to navigate these feelings of wanting to charge ahead and do all the doings and push through. Use your intuition and your own discernment to decide whether or not you should keep pushing through or whether you should stop and regroup and reevaluate your plan. We also want to go forward with plans that are backing something that we have expertise in, something that we prepared for. We want to make sure that we aren't pushing forward with something that we may not be ready for. We want to make sure that we know what we're doing. And that is taking the time. You're going to know that when you're taking time to gain some stability, comfort yourself, give yourself some love and compassion. We are reevaluating, having compassion with ourselves. And the ally on this journey this month the ally is not yourself, apparently. Okay, hold on one second. Let me just get clearer. Okay, the ally is destiny. The ally is fate. The ally is your purpose. And it's going to lead you to fight your negative mind and your self-imposed criticism and your self-imposed restrictions. The ally is going to be a turning point in your journey, in our journey here. Yes, where the energies are going to change. And we're going to stop with the negative self-talk. We're going to stop with the self-sabotage, right? It's an invitation to financial opportunities, to fulfilling desires. And even nostalgia. Hi, Laya. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? I miss you. How have you been? Head over heart. As much as we like to be free, we have to be careful and make sure that we have some discipline too, right? Make sure that we are in charge of our own minds, our own thoughts, and we're not being motivated by something outside of ourselves. So, we got the energy is death, so it's the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. The energy is a rebirth. It is a time of profound change for the collective. And we're being guided to meditate and contemplate. And what we're contemplating and meditating on is our ambition. Yes, transformation. That's the word, Leona. That's exactly the word. A collective transformation. So it's personal, but it's also collective. And what it is that we want to meditate on and what it is that we want to reevaluate is whether or not we are connected to and aligned in our actions. Whether our ambitions are just like, do, get it done, gotta push, or are they aligned with our beliefs? Are they aligned with how we want it to go, how we want it to feel? And then the obstacle is, do we have clarity? It's being, the obstacle is an unclear, an unclearness, a fogginess, blocks instead of creative flow. It is deception. It is maybe giving too much away in our ambition to move forward, right? Maybe it is letting people that may not deserve to know in on our plan, right? So that we have to be careful that we are not giving away too much information, because the obstacle this month very well may be betrayal. of someone's trust. It very well may be yes. It very well may be giving too much away too soon or moving too fast without calculating, without looking back on experience, without looking back on the lessons that you've learned up to this point, and just trying to get it done and not seeing, the blind spot that there can be which one did I have here? I mixed them up while I was talking. And I can't remember which one I pulled for which. Oh, yeah. Okay, and then we have the ally on the journey. And the ally on the journey is destiny. It is fate. It is purpose. It is your soul's purpose. That is your ally on the journey. It is your alignment. It is your relationship and your connection to your higher self. It is flow. That is your intuition is going to be your greatest ally. Being in touch with your intuitive self is going to be your greatest ally in this upcoming cycle that we have going forward. Now let me pull from another deck too and see if I can't tie all that up together. Let me grab another deck. I love this. This is my new deck. The Sacred Creators Oracle. I love it. Definitely about how we want to feel. All about how you want to feel. Fix your focus on your purpose and let it draw you forward. Yes. Yes. But we also got the message to be careful we don't tell our plans to too many people or too loudly or to the wrong person. Because it seems like our discernment is needed as far as that goes. Because there are people that want to stop us. Maybe not in a deceptive way, like intentionally, but might be jealous and might inadvertently get in your way. Inadvertently maybe screw things up a little bit for you. Change. Change, success, and transformation. And fill your cup up with sacred giggles. I love this deck. All right, so the changes card is... So, your miracle is coming to you through a change that has already begun. Everything is about to shift. You are at the right place at the right time. As the Wheel of Fortune turns, it brings with it some significant blessings. Aren't you ready to breathe in some positive change? I know I am. You may already find yourself in the midst of this lucky vortex. And if so, you're being gifted an incredible opportunity to reach out and grab your success. Don't be afraid to step into something new and to welcome self-improvement and challenge as you say yes to novel experiences. Is there something you've been wanting to shuffle and upgrade in your life? Your current situation is a little bit too small for your big, badass future. So prepare to amp it up a notch. Get ready to embrace Lady Luck and welcome your future with trust and courage, because fortuitousness, I can't speak, fortune favors the brave. Have you been hanging out on the cusp of change for a while now? How will you know when the gentle beginnings of change have arrived? What evidence will you see? Put a name on it. What lucky chances have helped you along the way? And how could luck, intention, and destiny interact together in your favor? Beyond your wildest imagination. If your next level, if your goal, if your next dream, if the next the next level is, if it's not scary to you, then it's not big enough. You're not wishing big enough. You're not planning big enough. Success, it has to be real though. It still has to be, something that you can actually see yourself doing. To keep your plans to yourself resonates with me. Whenever I talk to my family about my ambitions, they always spew negativity at me. Yeah. Nobody, let me tell you. They say things like, you can't do that for a living. No one actually makes money doing that. Or, you can't, you're not this type of person, or you don't have this type of schooling, or you didn't do that. It's ridiculous. I know exactly what you mean by that, but you're better than that, and you'll prosper with or without them. Yes, it's true. You will prosper with or without it. And it's not that they're probably not intentionally meaning to put you down, but it's just their negative beliefs. It's their limiting beliefs. It's the shit that we got from them that holds us back to begin with, that if we talk to them, they spew it back at us. And it's like one of those things where it's like, I just did a bunch of work on myself, right? And I got myself all amped up to attempt to go for my dream. And then I told you about it, and now I'm second guessing myself. Not because you think that they intended to, shoot your dreams. Is that their intention? Probably not. Do they even realize that they're doing it? Maybe, maybe not. I think a lot of times my family doesn't realize that they're doing it. But the thing is that you realize, and that's why you've surpassed them. That's why that's why it's time for you to level up. Success and transformation. So this is the end of one thing and the beginning of another. This is the same energy card that I got. I got the death card for the first, for the general energy card. It's ongoing growth. It's rebirth. It's a major phase in your life is coming to a close, and a new beginning is coming into view. This natural cycle of death and birth will bring positive closure to a long-awaited cycle of completion. These endings are inevitable, and we must allow them to happen naturally. Radically reframe any imperfections or unsuccessful attempts that have led to this point. It's okay to make mistakes along the way, so accept them as invaluable lessons that have shown you how to become more resilient and more accurate with each successive try. Lean in with growth mindset. Yep, another freaking growth opportunity, and begin to identify which ingredients were missing. And then get ready to make some superstar upgrades, because continuous self-improvement is key to this transformation. And one evolution leads to the next. So we're never done learning about who we are or about who we're becoming, because of this, it's never too late to start. So it's not too late to make it. Let go of old ideas and old ways and old people's opinions. They come from a world that isn't our world. You have to understand that. We have to understand that. I think that a lot of times we forget that our parents come from a generation, they come from a world that's not our world. They say things to say. They doubt my ability to do it. Their misery loves company, attempt to anchor me in the mire. I already stopped sharing everything with them when I started feeling the flow and moving closer to my goal. Yeah. Misery loves company. It's their beliefs are holding them back. They're from a different time. They are not, see, we're kind of straddling two worlds, right? Our parents' world and the world of the people that are a little bit younger than us. And I feel like you and I, at least Elia, I don't know how old Leona is, but I know that we're at this point where we're not like the boomers. but yet we're not like the millennials or the Gen Z. We're kind of like we're Generation X. And I feel like even a lot of older millennials will probably relate to this, that we are standing in between the the industrial era and the computer technology era, and we're kind of straddling the both, right? So it's like those old beliefs of, Darwin, survival of the fittest, and then these new concepts of being connected to everyone and everything, you know, and the two are completely different. They're so different, it's not even funny, and it's hard to mix the two of them together. It's they don't I don't think that a lot of people that are older than us, there's very few of them that can see their limiting beliefs in the same way as we do and be able to change them in that way. Even a lot of people our age aren't able to do it. Let's face it, not a lot of people do this. Not a lot of people do this work. Not a lot of people are on a journey of self-discovery where they're willing to question their own beliefs, whether they're willing to question. Oh, you said you're go. Oh, hi Heather. I'm sorry. I just noticed that you started talking. I don't know why I didn't get those messages earlier. That's weird. I missed some of your messages. You said you're going to treatment? That's awesome. Congratulations. Congratulations, Heather. It's a great idea. One of the best things I ever did for myself was go to treatment. Yeah, we are. We're a bridge. Old people's opinions. It is true. They're from a different time. They learned how to think differently than we did. They just don't see things the same way. So fill up your cup with sacred giggles. So this is childlike, maybe? Maybe. But it's also a deep magic to be tapped into, that magic of laughter. It's giving yourself the space to find the irony and the humor. We're entering a time of completion, and we've been working on ourselves, and that work that we've been doing is coming to a prosperous end. There's a huge accomplishment that we will have that'll have massive implications on us going forward, and the whole world is opening up now. So dip your cup into the well of sacred giggles and drink it up. It's time to reveal the afterglow of closure and success, and know that you deserve all the joyful prosperity that is coming your way. There is infinite potential on the horizon, so take time, do your success dance, and to thank Spirit for getting you this far. This is not the time to play small and act as if it were nothing. Be proud of your accomplishments. This is a time to say, heck yes, that was massive, and I rocked it. Accept this celebratory love wholeheartedly and keep your eyes on the horizon for much more of this energy as you ascend anew. Look back on the past few years and notice how far you've come. What have you accomplished? What is the most important thing that you've learned? You may feel called to travel. This card says it's possible. How can you build your dream in a way that will also bring that travel aspiration to life? I swear this card is for me. Yeah, my brother tells me that I cackle like a witch. He's like, you don't even laugh, you cackle. Yeah, he makes fun of me. It's hilarious. I mean, I always get a kick out of it when he laughs at me. But yeah, he tells me I cackle like a witch. But I'm always laughing. Like, always. I can't not do it. I can't even not do it. Anyway, I am releasing my my course. I'm starting my course. I am putting it out there for the world, and I'm starting the course modules officially on the 24th. But today, right now, I'm opening the group that we're going to be in. So it is a full course on manifestation using your intuition and earth magic for manifestation. Basically, it is intentional creation using earth magic and intuitive skills, and a little bit of like wisdom, ancient wisdom, like Toltec wisdom that I use. That's how I rewrite beliefs, like kind of the way that that Don Miguel Ruiz does. Thank you. I'm excited. I'm really excited. So, it is extremely reasonably priced, and it's 15 modules, and they are really detailed, right? So there's all different, there's moon magic, there's earth magic, there's elemental magic, there's ancestral magic in there is rewriting belief systems, there is all of that. And it also comes with a bunch of handouts, and it comes with like correspondences, affirmations for each phase and stage of it, guides to help you along your journey that are already done for you. And it comes with a ton of correspondences and all of that, the extras that come with the course, like not the modules themselves with the videos, but the rest of it, all of it, like there will be rituals that'll be created, spells, meditations, and things like that. That'll all be in the guide section of the support group. So everyone who joins the course will get a year within that support group and access to all of that for a year. And it's weekly coaching. So there's a one coaching session, a Q&A or coaching session a week inside the group. That is not included in the price. So that's like, the extra part of it. And yeah, I'm really excited. I'm super excited about it. So we're doing moon magic. We're learning a little bit of herbalism. There's a little bit of crystal magic in there. There is rewriting your beliefs. You are going to identify your core values. You are going to have a manifestation blueprint, an A to B to C, like they're every step of the way mapped out for you. That's already in there too. And I'm going to start recording. All my videos are going to be like 10 to 15 minutes at the most. Like I'm making all the videos really short, to make it easy for people to watch them when they're on the run. You know what I mean? And to make it so it's not too much at one time. That way, like, you have time to sit there and like watch a couple videos a day, and it's not like a big, huge thing. And then you show up, you stay in the group, you ask as many questions as you want. You'll get them answered as soon as I get to it. I wanted the group to be built up like a community, so there will eventually be, a bunch of people in there that have done or are in the middle of doing this course. And the coaching will get more and more interesting the more people, because the more people there are, the more questions will be asked. And the more people start to do this work together and start to see how it changes their life, the more exciting it'll get in the group, I think, too. And the closer of a community that we'll start to build. But since this is the beginning, so my plan is since I'm announcing this right now, I have a coupon code for the first 5 people to receive $100 off, but that only goes till 10 o'clock tonight. So the first 5 people that reach out and want to join, I'm going to drop a link if someone wants to have a conversation or if someone just wants the link to the course. So I have a whole sheet of paper that has all the details on it. If someone would like to read over that, let me know, and I'll send that over to you. And I also, we can set up a call to talk if someone would like to talk about it some more, or if someone knows that they want to do this and they're ready to do it right now, I have a link. You can just go straight there and sign up. And what the benefit of having that 12 months in that support group is you can pay monthly over that year. So it takes the already really low price, honestly, and stretches it out over the course of a year, making it really affordable. Yeah, it is hard to keep up with courses that have really long videos, I feel like. Because when do we really have an hour and a half to sit down and watch a video? Like, most of us are going to get distracted, or just, we have short attention spans. We have a lot of things going on. We are The world that we live in right now is really demanding. You know, and it's always demanding of our attention and our time, which is always runs really short. And so I want this to be as simple as possible. There's going to be a lot of info in it, but there's really not a lot of fluff. It's all like to the point. This is what we want to do. This is why we want to do it. These are the benefits, and this is how. It's that, like, that's it. There's going to be a lot of you know, guides in there on all kinds of things that are going to be, you know, valuable for you when you want to go do that thing. It's not going to be something that you have to go through unless you need it. So a lot of those guides in there will be as you go through and you're like, oh, okay, well, this week I'm going to start a moon meditation. I'm going to start meditating, you know, with the phases of the moons, doing meditations compared to, for that. They'll be in there. So when you decide to do it, you just go there and it'll be already there for you. I decided I want to do an elemental magic spell this full moon. There'll be spells in there for you to do. They'll be already done. There'll be incantations wrote out. There will be everything is there so that you don't have to run around being like, well, what do I do? What do I use? What kind of tools do I need? I need an incantation. Wait a minute. What order does it go in again? It will all be spelled out. It will make it so much easier. So that way, because there really aren't a whole lot of rules. Like when it comes to ceremonial magic, the rules are that like your tools, some of them match the elements and things like this. And like generally those are rules, like that's what it is and that's how you practice ceremonial magic. But for the most part, people that practice any kind of solo um or eclectic practice, a lot of it's based on like what feels good for you or what you learned through your ancestry or you know things like that. And so really there isn't a wrong way to do it, but I think a lot of people, they stop themselves because they start to second guess, like what if I mess it up, or what if I don't say the right thing, what if I don't have the right tools. And here's the thing, you can do it with dollar store toy stool toy store, I can't talk, dollar store tools. Or you could pretty much not even need them. Like, you pretty much don't need them. What did I use today? I used a little tea light, a crystal, and some sage, and some water. You know what I mean? It can be that simple. Like, it doesn't have to be this elaborate, crazy thing. And if you don't have a lot of time, you can smush it down real short. You can just light a candle every morning and look at the candle and say, thank you. Hi universe, thank you for being awake today, or you know, thank you for, you know, whatever, gratitude practice. So it's going to be, yeah, really fun. Yeah, your finger in a candle. Yeah, I have a selenite wand that I use, not because I bought it for that reason, but because it came in a box with something else. And so I just used the selenite wand. But your finger, honestly, I use my finger a lot of the times too, because I don't feel like, I'm so lazy, I don't feel like going to get it. I think that everybody wants to be like, sure, wants to be fancy and have like all the aesthetic and stuff, but that's just, you're the magic. You're the magic. And it's all about your intention and your attention. The rituals, the tools are really just ways to keep you focused and to keep that intention present, to keep you focused on the things that you should like, that where you should be directing your attention to, and to keep that, like, that excitement, that energy going that it takes to put a spell out into the world, right? And to put feeling into it. So yeah, I'm really excited. The coaching part, like I said, is going to be great. I'm going to use the her method, and so I'll be answering any questions anybody has on the course, of course, but we'll also be doing transformational coaching. That's just an add-on for free in the group, and it's going to be so exciting. So this is good. One more thing I wanted to mention real quick is that it is there will be like specific modules on things that you guys have told me you struggle with the most. So I go on here all the time and I ask you guys questions. I want to know if you could manifest anything, what would it be? And I want to know if you could use your intuition as your superpower, what would you use it for, right? Well, I created modules for this course that are based on those answers. So there will be one for cultivating healthy relationships. There will be one for finding your soulmate. There will be one for the major stuff, attracting abundance and wealth, those kinds of things. From a gamer's perspective, natural magic is being a sorcerer. High magic is like being a wizard. Yes, high magic is like being a wizard. That's how I see ceremonial magic. That way. Yeah. Um, Natural magic is being a sorcerer because, yes, natural magic is using the elements and the energy of the earth and the elements to manipulate your environment, right? And so that's what natural magic is. And that's what earth magic is. Earth magic, elemental magic, natural magic, that's all essentially the same thing. It's using the four elements and the element of spirit. Um, Ancestors are in there sometimes too, but not even all the time. It can be natural spirituality, but it doesn't even have to be a spiritual thing. A lot of people that practice aren't spiritual, and that's totally fine. You could totally look at it. You can totally look at it as just like a purely alchemical thing. The power you have innately within. Yeah, exactly. Because we are the four elements. We're made up of those four elements, right? And spirit. And so everything that's without is also within. And so it's about learning to cultivate and align the heart and the mind together. And that's what the ritual is for. We do those steps in the ritual to keep ourselves on the path, like to keep ourselves on the path that we should be going on, and being intentional with it. And then learning how to use that to pray. Basically, you're praying, but you're not praying in the way that most people are taught in religion. You're praying. Our version of praying is a little bit different. Our version of praying is more like the rules of manifestation, where you act as if. So instead of going to the universe and asking, please heal this person, please make me feel better, or whatever, it's thank you for helping me to feel better. Thank you for sending the abundance of food. Thank you for, it's, yeah, it's different. Our version of praying is not passive, and it's not asking for something. It's a celebration of something that we know is already ours. And the reason why we block that is because we think that it doesn't belong to us already, or we think that because we don't see it, then it's not there. And there are so many things in our lives that are amazing that would help us every day if we could just learn to accept that things we don't see are there and helping us in our everyday life. Just because you see it, don't see it, doesn't mean that it's not there. And so it's fascinating. It really is. And the more that you get into a practice like this, the more it begins to change your life. It begins to change the way you view the world. Your thoughts start to change around things. And the next thing it's not like you're toxically positive. Like, you recognize that there's shit going on in the world that's, not fair or, unjust, and that some things are screwed up, but like, it doesn't affect you on a regular basis. Like, you might get sucked into it for a few minutes, but then like you move on and you just naturally drop it because your vibration's high. And it's not that you're denying its existence or that you don't care about it. It's that now that you start to understand that you just work, you just perform on a higher level. And so although those things are real and they're not going to affect your life as much as they normally would, even the things with the people around you, the people that you live with, whatever, there's an alchemical thing that happens where your whole chemistry starts to change, and you start to actually attract the things that are going to help you get to where you want to go, the synchronicities, the aligned actions, the opportunities. And it's pretty friggin' awesome. Earth magic is my absolute favorite tool for manifestation, but you have to understand natural law, and you have to have a daily practice. You have to keep anchoring it in over and over again, because essentially that's a habit too that we're forming. We're forming habits. My eye is getting better. It's not nearly as bad as it was. This is the best it's been, but I still have, like, it's still tearing all the time and it's still red. Smaller than the other one. So friggin' annoying. But anyway, I don't want to babble on forever. People don't like long videos. Like I said, I'm gonna be keeping some of these videos shorter, but I'm gonna go run and I'm going to go actually record my first video right now, for the course. Yeah, that's what it's for. It's for keeping people on track. It's for learning, but having that reminder. Like, we all need a reminder. A lot of us will have the tools, and maybe we know how to use them, and we have them, but we don't use them. And I think it's because sometimes it's hard to do it on your own. Sometimes it's nice to have, like, a community or someone else to do it with you. Like, maybe people did a new moon ritual today because I did one online live. You know what I mean? There are many times that I wouldn't have done my rituals. I wouldn't have done my daily practice if someone else wasn't there to like kind of hold my hand through it. That's what people need. It's not the information that's for sale. It's the transformation. It's the hand holding. It's the one-on-one, the reminders. There's messages. Hey, there's a new ritual in here if you want to try it. You know, that kind of thing. It is often hard to be a solitary practitioner that practices because it's hard to motivate yourself to do it. It's really hard to motivate yourself to do it. You could know exactly what to do and need to do it and then just sit there and be not even do it. It's so easy to do that. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. And I'm enjoying doing this because not only do I think it's really powerful and it's really transformational, and do I think that people that actually go through with it and do it are going to get a lot out of it. I do. I think it's life-changing. But it also keeps me doing it. It gives me a reason to do my practice every day because I'm the same way. I'll not do it. And so, yeah. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited about it. And so if anyone's interested, let me know. I'll drop the link until, what did I say? Till 7 o'clock tonight? I'll make it till 8. Till 8 o'clock tonight, the first 5 people will get $100 off the course. So, thank you so much for coming and having a conversation and joining me today, all of you. It was really nice to see all of you. I haven't talked to any of you in a while, so it was really awesome to catch up with you. And I don't know who's still paying